Happy to bring on our first guest today, the one and only Ross Gerber. Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management CEO joins us once again. And Ross, I know you're a Bitcoin guy. I know you got the partnership with the Winklevoss's Gemini exchange. But in your mind, I mean, 40,000 seems like a pretty key level. Is this the beginning of a more stronger move towards that $100,000 price target?
Yeah, I'm super bullish on Bitcoin long term, and you're seeing these moves. Shopify is already enabled to actually accept Bitcoin, even though they're not yet. And Amazon's starting to feel the pressure from Square, which has this enormous payment system. And clearly, I think really the rally was sparked last week because of Jack Dorsey and Elon discussing this integration of Bitcoin into our lives and into the future currency system as a global currency system. I think it really got investors enthusiastic again. But behind the scenes, like what my firm's doing and now what many other firms are trying to figure out how to do is to offer Bitcoin to clients. And we've seen no change in demand for crypto assets from clients. We're seeing heavy demand for crypto assets, and for very good reason. And we're very bullish on the long term. So any weakness in Bitcoin is a buying opportunity.
So then, Ross, I do want to ask you, just because we do have this Robinhood IPO coming this week, and they talked about in their roadshow essentially offering up a wallet. And I think for most really young investors, Robinhood is a way that folks can jump into the cryptocurrency space, purchasing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of the others. Do you think, especially considering how bullish you are on Bitcoin and some of the moves that we have been seeing this week, that it could help boost Robinhood, not just this week with their IPO, but even out ahead?
Yes and no. Robinhood is not a place to trust holding your money. They're very, very poor stewards of people's money, and they survive on transaction fees, which could be severely cut. So it puts at risk your crypto assets, trusting them with creating your wallet. When you have firms like Gemini or Coinbase, which are excellent, well-run firms with long histories in crypto, but also with the kind of financial, base that give you a lot more confidence than I think Robinhood has, as they're now going around begging their customers for money. So, I would be concerned, although I'm very positive about so many different firms offering crypto. The last thing we need is one of these firms blowing up and causing a lot of doubt in the system too.
Yeah, we heard that on the roadshow. Some of the questions around when those wallets would be available so they can have full custody of their crypto assets. But Ross, let's focus in on another one of those companies that you've long championed. That would be Tesla. Earnings on deck after the bell. What are you going to be looking for? What's the key thing here? Because, I mean, a lot of people are excited to potentially see a return to operating profit and a potential record there, as we saw in the last third quarter we got from them. So what are you going to be digging into after the bell?
Honestly, I really have come to not care much about these quarterly reports from the sense of within the quarter. What I really care about is what's happening in Austin and the speed of their ability to get production going for the semi-truck and the Cybertruck. What I really care about is full self-driving, where we're actually at to a more wider release. That's really, really important, I think, for Tesla's long term. We know sales are good. We know demand's off the charts. And we want to get some more clarity of what's happening with the Model S production lines, which seem to be starting and restopping and starting again, which I'm not sure what's going on. I have the Plaid. It's the best car ever created. So I highly recommend Tesla as a long-term investment, but they're in a very important growth stage right now. So what really matters is how that's going more than what the numbers are this quarter.
When do you think we might see Tesla starting to accept Bitcoin again? I know Musk has had a lot of comments and statements on that lately, but I'm just going to ask, let's combine Tesla and Bitcoin right now. When do you think they're going to start accepting that as a payment?
I think pretty soon, actually. I'm in Laguna Beach right now, and I was just told the two last home purchases in this neighborhood I'm renting in were bought with Bitcoin. So when you start thinking about this as an ecosystem for commerce, you don't really want to be sitting on the sidelines, and Tesla's been an innovator there. And I assume that we're going to see this among pretty much all companies over the next 12 months start accepting Bitcoin. And it's really easy to do. There's no reason why we can't accept cryptocurrencies in the current financial system we have. And this is the beginning to the end of traditional banking. So I'm super bullish on Tesla and Bitcoin, and them together is ideal. And of course, you can get exposure to both of those in my fund, GK, which we just launched this month. So So I think they're going to do it. I think he challenged Square to take Bitcoin as payments, or Twitter to take Bitcoin as payments for ads. So I think Jack Dorsey, he was kind of like, why don't you step up too? And I think we're going to see a lot of companies step up.
All right, we'll leave that there. Ross Gerber, CEO of Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management. Thanks so much for joining us today.